am Naviokur. I was only 24 when I started having abdominal pains, severe abdominal pains, and my mom took me to the hospital. And series of tests later, scan and the rest of it, I was diagnosed with fibroid. In fact, the way the sonographer passed information is very heartbreaking. He said, and I quote, "You could quickly go marry you so that you could feed born children because the fibroid wey dey your belly is big well." I felt it was very unprofessional and discouraging at best. 3 years later, when I got married and got pregnant almost immediately, that was where the real battle began. I initially started with profuse bleeding. When I woke up that morning, my husband was not around. I was in the house alone with my friend who had come to stay the night with me because my husband had to travel. I woke up with blood all over my body. When I got to the hospital, at that time, they hadn't connected the dots, but they just said the first thing to do is to check if your baby is still alive. So he checked. After checking like Golda Ultimate Search, they eventually located the spot where the baby went to. And I knew there and then that there was a battle that was beginning to warm up, and I didn't know what it was. Fast forward a few weeks later, when I had another bout of bleeding, I was taken to the same hospital. They decided to do a scan, and this time they found out that the baby and the huge fibroid were competing for space. And as the baby was growing, the fibroid was growing. And they said the only choice I had was to endure it. I didn't know what he meant at the time until the fibroid and the baby began to grow. And I felt the most excruciating pain, even more painful than the labor pain itself. Well, thankfully, I scaled through the entire 9 months that was full of pain and discomfort. At some point, I had to stop work. I had to work from. There was nothing like working from home there. This was 2013, and nobody knew that anybody was going to be able to work from home, if you get what I mean. So I had to learn to just be by myself until after the 9 months ordeal. But I noticed that during my second pregnancy, I didn't have so much pain. Miraculously, the fibroid had shrunk and shriveled, but it was still there. It didn't disappear because in December 2021, I went back to the hospital because I was having pain. The pain returned, and I started having PTSD because I still recollect the kind of excruciating pain I felt at that first pregnancy. And so I went back to the hospital praying, afraid that I hope this is not what I am afraid it is. I went back to the hospital. The doctor said after scan, yes, you still have fibroid, but it's benign, and you have to be careful what you eat, and you just ensure that your lifestyle does not, bring it out, make it more painful, than it is right now. So what has it done? It has given me painful and sometimes heavy flow, but I'm grateful that I still have children. I have 3 children, 3 healthy boys that God gave me, even with the fibroid. So in 2021, I came in contact with Mrs. Toyin, who is the brain behind FHF. And when she shared her vision with me, I was excited. I was excited because this is something that I had dealt with personally. And I know a few other persons, women, friends, who didn't even have. I was lucky in the normal penance to have normal, the way people put it, that you're lucky because I still had children with mine. I have a friend who waited for a very long time because of fibroid. So I was very happy to join forces with her, and I want to encourage you to follow FHF. They share useful information, they give you signposts, and they educate you on how to handle your life even with the fibroid. You don't have to pause your life just because you have fibroid. You can learn how to manage it and learn how to get the kind of treatment that you require. And that's why I am also grateful that they are coming up with this idea to help women undergo surgery, and they'll give you more information on how to benefit from the fibroid surgery. Thank you, FHF, for everything you do. I'm grateful and happy.